Well, welcome back everyone to Final Fantasy VIII. Let's continue on. Alright, so now that Balamb Garden is fully mobile and functional, the world is now open to us. So what that means for us is we can start taking on the side quests of Final Fantasy VIII. Alright, so the first thing we're going to tackle is one of the Chocobo Forests. And the first one we're going to head to... Oop, get back in there. The first one we're going to head to is south of the world map. Got a bit of a trek to get there, but it'll be worth it. And so we'll have to make landfall here, so that we can keep going south on the world map. Now we're looking for a beach that we can take the garden to somewhere around the Centra region. Here's one. I don't know if this will lead to where I need to go, but we'll see. It did actually lead to the Centra Ruins, which is another side quest that we're going to need to do at some point. In fact, it's going to be one of the first ones I'll be taking on. But before we do that, I want to take on the first Chocobo Forest. Right, I think we're going too far that way. So let's back up a bit. Because it's the continent to my left that we want to get the garden up on. Ah, here we go. Right, so there is a lone house over there, which we're not even going to bother with. And here's our destination. Our first Chocobo Forest. Hey there, kid. Apparently it's called Chocoboy. You're in Chocobo's Forest Expert. You'll scare away the Chocobo if you all come in. Alright, you guys wait outside. So, you want to catch a Chocobo? Yes, I do. You need a whistle to catch one. It's called a Choco Whiz. You want one? Are you gonna charge me? Ah, that's how they get you, though. He's gonna make you pay for the lecture on how to use them. We'll pay it. The two whistles are for location, which is the Choco Sonar, and action, which is the Choco Zinner. If you sound the Choco Zinner somewhere in this forest, Chocobos will fall from out of nowhere. You can tell where by the Choco Sonar's sound. Select the whistle square and hold triangle while walking and sounding. Squall's right, we need a big one. Hold your Chocobos. When there's only one Chocobo left, the mother Chocobo gets worried and starts looking for it. Yeah, so that's how we catch it. Different sound tells you where the Chocobos are. Then switch to Zinner and make them fall. Then once there's just one left, we talk to it and that'll make the Chocobo appear. Yep, pretty simple to understand, really. Oh, for a bargain price, eh? If you sound the Zinner when there are no Chocobos around, your whistle will be stolen. After that, you'll have to pay for it. Great. Alright, so let's start with the sonar. Alright, this is the first position where we need to use the Zinner. Oops. Okay, now back to the sonar. Okay, let's use the Zinner here. Oops. That's not what I meant to do. Oh well, we'll just buy another one. I meant to go back to detect, but I forgot. And then we use the Zinner right here where this Chocobo is. Hey, Chocobo bowling. And now we can talk to the last Chocobo. Ah, there's the mother Chocobo. Now there's one more thing we can do before we leave. Now there should be an item hidden here where if we use the Choker Zinner, the mother Chocobo will dig it up for us. Got a Meteor Stone, a Flare Stone, and an Ultima Stone. So that's cool. That's a Chocobo's way of showing affection. Chocobos in this forest see you as one of them. You won't need to find any more here. Well, that's cool. So let's go ahead and ride our Chocobo out of here. Congrats on your first catch. Hold your Chocobos again. To celebrate your first catch, I want to give you a Chocobo as a present. Now this Chocobo is actually part of the whole, like, pocket station thing that you could play with this game. But since I don't have a pocket station, there's nothing I can really do with it. But at any rate, we're going to name him Boko, the same name as Bart's Chocobo from Final Fantasy V. Okay, now that the theme song is playing, here's an explanation of Chocobo World. Insert? Yeah, but I don't have a pocket station. Goodbye, Chocoboy. Now this version of the Chocobo theme song has always been my favorite. It's just such a cool version of the Chocobo song. Now, oops, I didn't mean to, darn it. But yeah, when you get off the Chocobo in this game, it just runs off. So make sure you're prepared when you get off the Chocobo. Let's try that again. Now, just like with the other Chocobos in other Final Fantasies, while you're riding on him, you don't have to worry about random encounters. Now, I need to be taking this Chocobo over to a little desert area. It should be over this way somewhere. think it's cute how the little Chocobo follows us. I probably could have just walked here, but I figured since I have the Chocobo with me anyway, I might as well do it. Or since the Chocobo Forest was so close, I might as well have done it. Ah, okay, so here's the desert I was talking about. So I'm going to get off here. Now I'm going to see if I can get into a random encounter. Now look, it's a cactuar. And it's a dead cactuar now. Now, cactuars are incredibly hard to hit, but Squall's Gunblade never misses, and even when he's blinded. So he's the perfect person to be attacking the cactuars. Now, these things are important because each cactuar gives 20 AP per kill. Alright, so I'm gonna need to be learning Diablos' Encounter None ability, so I'm gonna have to fight a few more cactuars in order to learn that. So I'm probably just gonna edit that out, so just bear with me a moment, guys, while I learn Diablos' Encounter None. Okay guys, welcome back. Alright, so I got Diablos' ability Encounter None learned. So with this ability equipped on someone's ability slot, it means that we won't be running into any random encounters at all. Not on the world map, and not in dungeons or whatever either. It's going to be very handy for an upcoming side quest. And something I forgot to mention when I started recording, I've actually collected all of the regular Triple Triad cards from Martine. He seemed to have pretty much everything I needed. That one we won't be able to get till later, and then the rest of the cards are just rare cards that we'll have to get, you know, from specific people. So at least I'm doing pretty good Triple Triad-wise. Okay, so now that I have Encounter None learned, we need to be going to our next side quest area. We're going to be heading for the Centra Ruins first. Now you definitely want to make sure that you have Encounter None for this area. Trust me, it'll help. Alright, let's enter the Centra Ruins. Now, as soon as you enter this area, you have a 20-minute timer starting. Hello, Odin. Now, if you didn't have Encounter None for this, you'd be having to worry about the time limit plus random encounters to run away from or fight. So that's definitely something you wouldn't want to be dealing with here. Up. Well, we want to be climbing up the left ladder. on up, guys. Thank you. There was a drop point on the right ladder, but we're not going to bother with that yet. Okay, so we needed to turn that on. Now let's head back down. Now we'll activate this gizmo down here as well. And that creates some more stairs for us. Now we need to climb up here. We're going to need the red eye from that statue. We'll take out the left eye. And we're going to leave it. Another drop point over to the right, but again, I'm not going to mess with it. Alright, we're going to put in the left eye. And leave it as is. 74442. 74442. So we're going to take both of the eyes from that statue now, and then we're going to put them back in the other statue. 7442. Oops. I'm pretty sure for this one we're going to have to enter the code from top to bottom. So 7, 4, 4, 4, 2. Code accepted. Now this code is randomly generated every time you play this game, so the code I got may not necessarily be the one that you get. Ah, damn it. I didn't mean to climb back up. That was a waste of time. Alright, let's get in there. Hello, Odin. Yeah, blah 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 blah. Let's fight. So say hello to the Guardian Force, Odin. Now, believe it or not, this guy's not actually going to attack. He's just going to stand there. Alright, first we need to cast haste on ourselves. Oh good, we stole a Luck J scroll from him. Now let's scan him real quick, because I need to see how much HP he has. Alright, 4,000. Okay. Right, how much HP does he have now? 2,000. Okay. That's 700. Alright, that should be good. Let's go ahead and recast haste. Now, we're gonna need to draw from this guy really badly. Because he's carrying triples. Now, triple junctions extremely well to strength. So I'm gonna be using this remaining time to try and stock up on 100 triples if I can. The other spell that he's carrying is Death. If I have time left over to stock up on Death, I will. But I'm just going to try and focus on triple. So, bear with me just a little bit, guys. Alright, guys, so I actually had a minute to spare, but I've now stocked up on 100 Deaths and 100 triples. So, time to finish off Odin. Goodbye, Odin. We got Odin's card, and 20 AP. Thou art strong, mortals. I shall grant thee my powers. Call upon me in times of trouble. Now, Odin has joined us, but he is a guardian force, but he's not like a traditional one. We won't be able to junction him and stuff. Now, what will happen is, whenever we get into a random encounter, there's a random chance that Odin will appear and just instantly kill everything with Santetsuken. You never know when he's going to show up, but when he does, he'll kill everything for you. He won't ever show up during a boss battle, though. Ooh, Pain. We'll give that to Renoa. Pain is a spell that inflicts silence, blind, and poison, if I'm not mistaken. Now look how much triple boosts attack power. That is insane. It also really boosts magic, but it's better for strength. So we'll definitely equip that to Squall. Wow, Zell's attack power really went up with that. Alright, so we'll be doing a ton more damage in battles now, so that's cool. Now that we got Odin from the Centra Ruins, we could just leave. However, we're not quite done here yet, because there is another Guardian Force that we could get from this place. Where did he get it, though? I'm going to have to take off Squall's Junctions for a moment, just so that his HP drops back to critical levels. Oh man, he actually recovered. Oh, how did he do? What? I didn't want him to recover. There we go. That's... Oh, because I didn't say... Oh, okay, I know why it did... Why he recovered. Okay, so I got Squall at critical HP, so that's good. Let's check out that drop point real quick. That's Arrow. We'll give that to Squall, I guess. Now, before we tackle getting this next Guardian Force, I think I'm probably going to leave the area and then save just before I get started again. There is another drop point here. It's Drain. I'm just having Irvine hold on to the drains for the time being, until we can get like 100 of them. Because Squall's getting to the point where he's just having too much magic stocked up, and once we get to 8 pages full of magic, he won't be able to stock up anymore. So it's at that point that we're going to have to start getting rid of magic that either doesn't junction well, or just spells that we would never use. Alright, so let's go ahead and save. Oh, first. No, yeah, we'll just save first.